Well, crap, it's not letting me do my music and record at the same time for some odd reason. I don't know what the heck. Anyhow, welcome back. I didn't move, but maybe 2 feet. And since I stopped there, gave Luna a little water. This is craziness. Already. These guys are bailing out. That's not a good sign. They're already quitting. Back of the line, they've already given up. Oh, this is ridiculous. Damn. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. No one's gonna want to let me in here either. You'll see. People will be total assholes about it. Not cutting. For the cutter, I can understand, but dude, this is a legitimate lane, or was a legitimate lane. Oh, this guy's gonna go forward and be smart about it. Don't try to get over, dude. Go smart. Go forward. Come on. Go ahead, dude. Go, dude. Yeah, you gotta be a little aggressive here. This guy's not being nearly aggressive enough to. Dear craziness. A little warmer up here in Tijuana, 77 degrees. It's always a little bit warmer the further north you go compared to where we are, especially to get away from the ocean. San Diego will probably be in the 80s. Can't complain though, no humidity. One of the great things about living here is the weather. It's just fantastic basically all the time. At least so far since I moved down here. I moved here basically right at the end of the rainy season, which is basically a month. That's where I live. And they get like an inch of rain the entire month. That's called the rainy season. And it gets, you know, the coldest it gets is maybe 50, maybe in the 40s every rare once in a while. And the hottest it ever gets is, you know, kind of high 80s, but really it's usually in that 65 to 75 degree range almost every day. And sunny and no humidity. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. The weather is just unbelievable. Just can't believe there aren't more people living down where I'm at, because it is an absolutely gorgeous place to live. And this is one of the reasons why here, because this is the price you pay. If you need to go to the U.S. Now, if you don't need to go to the U.S. very often, hey, like myself, it's not that bad. If I had to go every day and deal with this, I don't know that I could do it. It'd be hard, that's for sure. Once you get in the lines, this is actually the actual line itself. The traffic signals and such start to become meaningless. Just pay attention to what everyone else is doing. If they're blowing through stop signs, then blow through the stop signs. You know, stoplights, same sort of deal. Pay attention to what other people are doing. You know, for the most part, again, I said the traffic laws and such are the same as the U.S. and lights mean the same thing. But sometimes they aren't necessarily always followed. Do what everyone else is doing, and you can't go wrong. And there's always going to be somebody else, at least down here. You'll see, I think, there's going to be these people in yellow jackets, yellow coats, basically bright yellow coats, and I guess they're civilians, Mexican civilians who work the lines, and they kind of look out for cutters. They direct traffic. They come out and stop certain roads that cut across the line. When the line's backed up like this, they shut those roads down, and they make sure people don't try to cut from those lines. And they come out. I don't know how they know when to come out here. They must have a pretty good system though, because they're always seem to be here when they're needed. They do a pretty good job, admirable job in what they're doing. They take some shit for it, but I've seen them get quite aggressive. I saw a dude beat the crap out of a dude's truck who cut, and of course they all have radios too, so he's radioing to his buddies who were ahead of him in line. I'm sure the guy got pulled out of line, probably by the regular police, because they do work with the regular police, municipal police, probably the military too, I imagine. I haven't seen much of a presence of police or military actually on this drive. Maybe not that unusual, but it has been stepped up a little bit, I guess, since the so-called violence happened 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. A lot of that was major hype. There's all kinds of talk about Exos, which are like convenience stores that are really popular, kind of like a 7-Eleven, which also here are in Mexico, but they were being targeted. That I don't think was true. That was not the case. There was supposedly some sort of recording from a cartel kingpin talking about warning people not to go out, such and such. Not sure if that was actually accurate either. Heard different things. Certainly where we live in our community, there was no concern. And I didn't see anything on crossing the border that day out of the ordinary. God, this is gonna take. This is. This is almost as bad as I've seen it as I moved down here. Not quite, but close. Good pick for my first episode. I got a lot to do up in San Diego too. I'm leaving tomorrow for a trip for a week. Gonna be gone. I still gotta get packed when I get back too. Let's hope it's not traffic's not so bad going into Mexico. The only thing funner than sitting in traffic is probably watching somebody else sit in traffic.